Hey everybody, I am Brett Estes, the internet specialist from DeVoe Chevrolet, and I just made a trip back from the North American International Auto Show, what I like to call the Detroit Auto Show. And as soon as you walk into the Chevrolet section, this is the first thing you see, the new Tahoe and the new Suburban. Those things both look amazing. The chrome on the front end shines really good, as you might expect. These seats here, power folding rear seats, which is pretty impressive. And then they've also got the middle section there, the second row seating. It has heated seats with the bucket seats as an option. Pretty cool. Once again, there's the chrome front end on the Suburban. If you'll notice, they got some LEDs in the headlights there. That thing shines really well. That'll be a really great car when it hits our showrooms later this year. There's the interior. Bucket seats up front with a nice console, the touchscreen radio, all the other good stuff. I believe those will be a hot seller. As for this one here, the Tahoe Black Edition. This thing is really sharp to see in person. Notice the wheels, the running boards, everything is kind of blacked out, but it's not black, it's more like a charcoal gray, and then the black, gray, and metallic and stuff like that. But this thing here, really good looking in person. Hopefully we'll get one of those at the dealership as well. Moving on, you got some nice wheels here. The headlights, the Z71, the Chevy, what is it? It's the new Colorado. Here it is with the Z71 option. Believe it or not, they will have an optional spray-in bed liner, which you can get from the factory. And of course, the thing everybody is really most impressed about with the new Colorado is the Duramax diesel engine, which will let this thing tow like 7,500 pounds or something like that. I have no idea what the price range is going to be on one of those yet, but I'm sure assuming it's reasonable, which most of the time they are, that'll be a hot seller here at the dealership when they arrive. This one here you can see in the crew cab. They also are going to have the traditional extended cab, which they no longer have for the Silverado. And yes, it is a 4-shifter for this truck. That thing will be real impressive. As soon as it shows up at the showroom, I'm telling you, you got to stop by and check one out. All right, coming up next, we have had a few of these at the dealership before. They are also really impressive to see in person. It's the new Silverado High Country. I mean, they've got the work truck, the LT, the LTZ, and if that's what you're used to, you might want to look into this one. This one is called the High Country, and basically it looks like an LTZ on luxurious steroids, if you will. The headlights, the front chrome grille, the wheels, the sunroof, all that stuff really sets it apart from any other truck on the road. Check out the stitching and the seats. That thing is real impressive. And of course, pretty much any option that comes on a Silverado, this one here is going to have. Coming up next, we've got the 3/4 ton or 1 ton heavy-duty Silverado, which for $15,000, it'll have the new front end that you see on the 14 half-ton models, which is pretty cool. This is something a lot of people have been asking about. What are the 1 tons and 3/4 tons going to look like? You're looking at one right now. Many people here at the North American International Auto Show, right above the Camaros. And speaking of Camaro, this is a new 2014 Camaro SS with a new front end, the Extractor, which some people call the Mohawk. It does look pretty cool. And of course, we've got the convertible version also, which will be available. And of course, the new taillights on the 2014 Camaro. And now one a lot of people have been waiting a long time to see in person. This is the Z28 Camaro, which I'm sure you've heard of the ZL1, Well, this one is probably more impressive than that in the fact that it's literally a race car that you can drive to and from work or to and from the racetrack. Talk about something that was built strictly for speed. This is it. And speaking of speed, let's pick up the pace a little bit here and see what everybody's doing. This is the Chevrolet SS, which will be at our showroom here very shortly, as we've got one ordered. These are all off the Holden platform, which they make in Australia, and then they ship them to the U.S., and then they somehow make it to our dealership. All these cars are pretty much going to look the same. You only get two options, and those are the spare tire and a sunroof. This thing is definitely built for speed because it's on the same frame as a Camaro, so think of it like a four-door Camaro. That's pretty much going to come already fully loaded to you. The Chevrolet SS. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's one of the things here at the North American International Auto Show that gets a ton of attention. In fact, it was the car of the year here at the Auto Show, the 2015 Chevrolet Corvette. Not a whole lot has changed between 14 and 15 for the Corvettes, but you'll get a good look here at one or two or three, however many I've got for you. We've got the convertible. We've got this one hanging up here sideways on the wall, which I don't know how somebody was able to park there. And then, of course, you got this one here, the C7R. This is a fully blown race car, which Chevrolet uses to win quite a few races. Unfortunately, we will not be having one of these at the dealership anytime soon, but it is quite an impressive vehicle to see in person. If you're looking for a little more in a Corvette, kind of like the C7R, but you can't go that far, this is the one you want. This is the one that's got all the power. The Z06, which has a supercharged 6.2 liter. This one is basically the performance model of the Corvette, which is already a performance car. Not only does it look mean in person, it is as sleek and stylish as can be. You'll see the Z07 logo there in the spoiler along with the Corvette logo. That's because you can get a Z06 with more performance options, giving it the Z07 option, which is quite impressive. Look at the size of those brakes. Something you're going to need in a car when you're going pretty fast. And these things here in the back that scoop the air down, one goes to the transmission, the other goes to cool off the differential. That's quite impressive. Well, here we are again, checking out the Camaros. Those were very cool to see in person on display, and we hope to have more of those here at the dealership sometime soon. So once again, this is Brett Estes from DeVoe Chevrolet, signing off at the North American International Auto Show. If you've got any questions, feel free to shoot me an email, brett.estes@devoechevy.com, or stop by and I can show you one of these beauties in person. Thanks for your time.